Thanks for staying with us. It's Down Syndrome Month. Did you know that? Well, if you didn't, we're here to tell you. Right here, joining me right here on the couch is Tonye Faloughi-Ekezie. She's the founder of Simone's Oasis Foundation, and they have an event coming up which is focused, or which is themed towards Down Syndrome Month. It's called the Art from the Heart. Oh, I love it. It's very catchy. It's very, it has that humanity to it. Art from the heart. Talk to us about, first off, Simone Oasis and the foundation.
Yeah, so thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
You guys are always so supportive.
Yes.
Our foundation uses creative arts and storytelling to advocate for children with Down syndrome, autism, and other special needs.
Right.
So we felt, since next week on the 21st is World Down Syndrome Day, and our foundation has been operating for a few years now. We've never done our own event, never. So I just felt really motivated to do something that was hopeful, that was fun, and shows how art can be a great source for inclusion and for progress for all children, including those with disabilities. So my daughter has Down syndrome. And so this Saturday and Sunday, we are doing an event at Foss ABA Center. She's the ambassador there. She started to go there a couple of years ago, and they just do amazing work. I had pulled her out of school because we just weren't getting where we needed to be. And the founder and I really talked, and she said, just try it for a couple of weeks, just try it. And within like 1 week, I could see the difference. And not only that, they now encouraged her so much that when other children who, for example, have autism and nonverbal were being verbal with my daughter. So that's how the ambassadorship, the scholarship came about. She's now back in school and she does a couple of days at the center, but we just really wanted to celebrate that sense of creativity, bringing the community together. My daughter started art therapy a couple of years ago to help her with speech and language, fine motor skills. I didn't know I had a talented artist. I can't draw anything. I'm not that way inclined. I wish I was, and she is. So it's kind of really exciting to see how she's grown as an artist. She signed to the Children's Art Gallery, Lagos. And we want to exhibition and auction 25 of her pieces, Art from the Heart, and continue to help the children we do and more, because currently we help about 100 children with Down syndrome, autism. And our mission is not for them to be dependent on us, but to empower their parents and them to be able to be independent. So learn the skills they need to help their children, help them access resources, education, healthcare, try and bridge the gap, and more than anything is really to give them hope,
I was going, it's funny, it's okay, I mean, that you'd mentioned talking about empowering parents, because that's being one of the biggest challenge, and like you said, bridging the gap is being a knowledge gap in that space, and that's between parents not knowing what to do when faced with that kind of situation. First, identifying that your child has special needs, and then also being equipped with the tools that they need to cater to the child's needs. That's it's a huge challenge. Now, for your foundation, what other than the art exhibition which is coming up, what else are you doing in in bridging that gap?
So what we did initially, it's all been very organic. I'm a mum at home who had a need and realized that need was not only needed by me, but other people. And it started off with Ugo and Sim Sim, the book series. My new book's coming out April, I think. But that is kind of our core, because we really believe that there's people doing great stuff with Down Syndrome Foundation, More Rainbow Down Syndrome Foundation, Shades of Life Foundation. They're doing great work. They have the bricks and mortar. And I don't need to do that. My job is to talk about it, change that mindset, because we can have all the bells and whistles, but if people don't perceive our children as human beings, as having the ability to be contributing members of society, which they can, given the chance. I often say Nigeria, we are the ones who special needs, not those children, because we're the ones that put limitations on them. And so that's why, I'll tell you something, Emma, is that what I'm doing here is always been my biggest fear. You know, I have social anxiety, I have sensory processing issues, but I realized that this was so important that it had to be beyond myself. So if I get nervous or whatever, that doesn't matter. It's not about perfection. Perfection is boring. What matters is there's someone at home hearing me now, and it gives them the impetus to say, you know what, I'm gonna sort it out. I'm gonna help my child. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna find out what I need to do. I'm gonna talk to somebody about it. I'm gonna open up.
Talking.
Yeah, talking is like the genesis of change.
Right.
Like I had said to you before we started, I'm talking at the UN next week on the 20th for the Commission on the Status of Women on social inclusion. I mean, who am I? But I just decided God had put this passion in my heart.
Right.
And if this is what I've been blessed to do, then let me do it to the best of my ability. And I don't do it alone. You know, there's people that support, there's volunteers, there's people that donate, there's this Art from the Heart on Saturday. You know, companies I didn't know even would be even interested have put, you know, money in. They're saying, oh, you don't even have to put logo, you don't even have to mention. We just want to help. Right. So I'm just really grateful for the opportunity. I pray that it's a success, but I pray that we can show like this is a ground floor level, easy way to get started with your child. You don't need anything more than a pencil and a paper.
I think it's also, I think it's a brilliant idea. I think it's also an opportunity for parents to be able to know how to harness the skills and the talents that, you know, their kids with special needs have, and also know how to navigate, you know, through it as well. And I wish you all the best. I'm definitely going to be there with the kids to support and, you know, cheer on, like, yay, we're going to do this. I can't wait. I think it's going to be exciting.
Well, I'd like to say to everybody, you know, come by. We're doing a community mural. So if you want a chance to put your stamp on the physical building, everybody's painting together. So we're going to get a kind of community artwork out of it. And yeah, just thanks everybody for having me. All
right, fantastic, great. And and that's it on this conversation.